Hello, guys and gals, and welcome. Today, we are going to do something special. And it's kind of hard for me to really grasp this because I've been so familiar with the topic for such a long time that, when I come across people who have absolutely no clue about this particular topic, I don't really realize that there are a lot of people who have absolutely no clue what ladder is. Okay, so we're going to go over today what ladder represents, and I also want to encourage those of you who have participated in ladders in the past with Diablo 2 Lord of Destruction and even Diablo 2 Classic. If you've participated in a ladder at any point and you have a story that you would like to share, or you would like to kind of give your opinion on ladder, I want to encourage all of you to do so down in the comments. For those of the community who have never taken place in the ladder before, maybe this is the first time they've ever hopped into Diablo 2 Resurrected. They don't know what to expect in a ladder, and this is the sort of the video that's going to tell them what ladder is and what to expect. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go over this point by point, and then I'm going to do my best to explain to you what ladder is. So at the very heart of what ladder is a refresh, a reset button. Everyone who participates in ladder has to begin a new character and does not have access to any of the items that they had access to when they were on the non-ladder characters. So right off the bat, we have a fresh start from level 1 with absolutely no outside equipment that will be given to you. So this is important because not only are you restarting from level 1, but there is nobody in the game who has anything at the beginning of a ladder. So when everyone hits the ground floor running from their level 1 character, we're all peasants who have absolutely nothing, cracked sashes and cracked leather gloves to our name. This is part of the fun, is that it creates an entirely new economy based around ladder itself. And as ladder progresses, as the weeks and the months progress in the ladder, people will become richer and have more of a stash of items to trade. But in the beginning, every item will be valuable no matter what it is. People will literally be scraping together the runes for a stealth armor. Whereas, on non-ladder right now, you could literally just pull a stealth armor out of your butt if you wanted to. Next, ladder is a race, or rather, more appropriately, a marathon race to a level 99 character, with ranking board for each class and overall. Okay, so what this means is that when you level up your character to level 99, you have essentially won the race. At that point, when you hit 99, you have succeeded. But here is the thing here. So if somebody hits 99 before you, then they obviously are ahead of you. And the entire time while you are participating in this marathon to the end, people are constantly getting ahead of you or dropping below you, depending on, work. Maybe they got to work that day. Maybe they can't come in and they can't EXP for a while, and you get ahead of them because, you're playing while they're working. And then, you have to work. And then eventually they come in and they get ahead of you then. So it's like a back and forth sometimes. Ladder has two different rankings. So we have an overall ranking, which I believe is the top, I want to say it's the top 100, or is it 1,000? I think it's 1,000. I want to say it's 1,000. Yes, I'm pretty sure it's 1,000. And the top 200 for each class. So overall means every single class gets to account for this. Yes, Mr. NiNi is in my shirt right now. If you haven't seen him before, he'll pop out eventually. So basically how ladder works is everybody is striving to get to level 99. And, at least most people are. Or maybe you're just in for it for the reset, which honestly, this particular aspect of it, the fresh start from level 1 with a fresh economy, can be a very fun thing to do. it's extremely fun to have to scrape together every single piece of equipment that you have to cobble together some form of working character. So maybe you're just in it for the fresh start. But there is also, of course, the race to 99. And whether you are trying to get one of those top 1,000 slots for the overall, or maybe you're trying to get one of the top 200 slots for your class, this is a ranking system in the ladder, and that is one of the reasons why people participate. Another reason is ladder exclusive items. So ladder traditionally, I'm not sure if now in the future it will, but traditionally it had some exclusive items that could only drop in ladder. Now this is something that has been taken away with Diablo 2 Resurrected. So all ladder exclusive items did actually make their way into the regular game. But that's not to say that they will not include new ladder exclusive items, and we will have to wait and see. Ladder exclusive rune words. So ladder exclusive rune words is a big one, and believe it or not, that is actually a really popular one. So right now we know for a fact that there is at least going to be 2 new ladder exclusive rune words that will only be creatable in ladder. All of the previous ladder exclusive rune words were added into Diablo 2 Resurrected, and we no longer have to worry about this. So all of those items are now added into our regular game. But how it used to work in the past was if you had a ladder exclusive rune word, it could only be created during a ladder. However, when ladder ends, and this is important, when ladder actually ends, this is the point at which those rune words can make their way into non-ladder. So how it works is if your character has this ladder exclusive rune word in his possession when he leaves ladder, so at the end of ladder, when all the characters are booted to non-ladder, that ladder exclusive rune word will now be in non-ladder. It cannot be created in non-ladder, but it will exist in non-ladder in this particular form. Now, we've talked about what is special about ladder, but what we really need to talk about next is the competition of ladder. So in non-ladder, there really is not a lot of competition. You could definitely say that PvP is a competition, but for the most part in Diablo 2 Resurrected non-ladder, there really is not a lot of competition involved in the game. So people are generally more kind, more giving, more charitable. They are generally more patient and will, take their time to help you. However, in ladder, things change because everyone is so excited, because everyone is so intensely focused on getting their level up as quickly as possible and trying to claim one of the 200 class slots or one of the 1,000 overall slots. It is a much more competitive and much more challenging environment. To say the least, if you were to participate in a ladder group, you would definitely want to be available to help out your group on a regular basis. It's not something that you could do casually. You would be letting your team down if you could not show up. And this is important because it's no less than like not showing up for a baseball game. If you were part of a baseball team and you made the what's the term I'm looking for? The agreement. If you made the agreement to join the team and be a part of the team, you would definitely be letting your team down if you didn't show up. And if you were a integral member of the team, like maybe you're the pitcher, or maybe you're like the star hitter, or maybe you're like the star shortstop, whatever it is that you specifically do on the team, if you're missing, you would be a detriment to the team. And because of the way that experience points work, when you're in a group that has 8 players, and you can verify, you can guarantee that you're going to have 8 players in this group, you are going to be able to get more EXP, you're going to be able to kill things faster, you're going to be able to level much quicker in this group than you are by yourself. And as your characters become more and more capable on their own, eventually it will get to the point where you can solo. But you got to think, in the beginning, when nobody has anything, when literally everyone is running on, blues and rares that are crap and unique items that probably are not the best for their build, and just in general, they don't have what they actually need to make their characters work. It's a cobbled together mess, and you guys are depending on each other to work toward a goal. You're going to be sharing equipment. You're going to be giving the good items to the characters that need them. You're going to be giving the necromancer gear to the necromancer, the assassin gear to the assassin. You're not going to be taking the ladder stuff and just simply selling it or throwing it away or anything like that. It's going to be a group effort to achieve your goal. Now, another thing that can be done is solo, of course. You can solo ladder. Solo ladder is a lot more difficult because you have to scrape together everything you've got. And it can be extremely difficult to build a ladder character from scratch by yourself. Trust me when I say that it's not easy. You start out with absolutely nothing. You've got no gold. You've got no magic find equipment. You've got nothing, and you have to use your ingenuity and your game experience to level up your character and find the gear. But there's no guarantee that you're going to find the equipment that you need. There's no guarantee that you're going to not find the equipment you need. You might walk along and literally be the luckiest person in the universe and find every single item that you need, or you could be the absolute worst, have the absolute worst luck and literally find absolutely nothing that you need. And I have seen this before. I have been in that situation where it felt like no matter what I did, no matter how much magic find I had, it just always felt like I was just getting the short end of the stick, and that's really what it is. So again, I would like to invite all of you who have participated in Ladder to help enlighten those who have never participated in Ladder. Share your stories. Use this video as a place to assist your lessers, essentially, people who have less experience than you. I know that there are a lot of you out there who watch my my videos who have participated in quite a few ladders, and I know that there are a lot of you who watch my videos who have never participated in a ladder before in your life, and that's just the way the cookie crumbles. But maybe this is going to be your first. Maybe you're going to have fun. There is one more thing to talk about, which is rolling over of characters, and they have not completely decided how they're going to be dealing with rolling of characters. So before Diablo 2 Resurrected, there was no shared stash. And because of the addition of shared stash, they have an issue where when the characters roll over back to the original game, there is going to be this extra shared stash now that didn't exist before. And this extra shared stash has to be dealt with in some way. And they were discussing various methods of how to deal with the extra shared stash with the extra items, like giving you a time limit of like 4 months to get the items out. And if you don't, the items will be deleted, or various things like that. And it's interesting that they're trying to come up with ideas, but we don't know exactly what they're going to be doing just yet with the ladder shared stash or the equipment and stuff that comes from the ladder character. In the past, there was no shared stash, so when the characters rolled over, the characters just kept what they had on them at the time. So if they didn't have anything on them, they didn't roll over with anything, but they still rolled over. If they were completely full of equipment and their stash was full and their cube was full, their inventory was full, then everything that was on them rolled over with them. But the shared stash has made things a little complicated, and it'll be interesting to see how they deal with it. I hope that I have given you guys at least a little bit of an idea of what ladder is, and I also encourage you to ask questions. So if you're interested, if you don't quite understand something that I've put in the video, feel free to type down below in the comments. Just ask some questions. I'm sure some people who have participated in ladder quite a bit will answer as well, but I will do my best to answer any questions you might have. As always, Thank you for watching, and keep watching. Isn't that right, Mr. NiNi? I said, isn't that right, sir? Sir, why you not talk? Ciao.